Hello everyone, I'm the Crimson DM and welcome back to Crimson Plays Super Metroid. In the last episode, we fought Daddy Kraid and killed his baby. And of course, we didn't do it in that order, otherwise he would not have been so mad at us. But in this episode, we're going to, well, get some items. Because that's what happens today. But we're back in the bubble area, like I said before. I don't know what these bubbles are supposed to represent. They look kind of melty to me, if you ask. And the background's pretty cool too, because you actually see some of the bubbles have reflections of fire from somewhere. And forgive the long pause here. There was some traffic in my room. Basically, my nephews were coming in and out and I had to talk to them a little bit. So I ended up pausing a little bit more and for longer than I really should have. But only here in the beginning. Because later on, well, you'll see. There's a surprise at the end of this episode which will probably make you laugh. I know it made me laugh. So, as I was saying, I have no idea what this area is supposed to be representative of. It's a bunch of bubbles. And my only guess is maybe there's some sort of metal. And, by the way, no, I could not pull that off as much as I wanted to. But now that I look at it, I might need to come back there. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to wait. Darn. I had meant to come back sooner because there's a really fun way of getting up there that requires the frost beam or the ice beam or whatever it's called. But yeah, if you have any idea what those bubbles really are, or you got some creative guesses, just leave me a comment below. And yeah, I'm pausing my map again. That time I was actually looking a little bit at the map to try and figure out where I was going. Because, let's face it, this is... I might have played through this game a lot, but that doesn't mean I know where everything is. Point in fact, I don't know where most things are. But there's a nice little grindy area here in case anyone needs to grind. I'm lucky that I don't have to grind right then and there. My tea is still burning hot, otherwise I'd be drinking it. And yeah, it looks like the magma guys from Super Mario World decided to have a cameo appearance here. They suck. Fair point though, in Metroid Prime when they brought them back, they look really cool. And that's a big old nope. Not right now. I was still looking around to see if there was any extras or items I could get. Unfortunately not yet. As... Sorry, just had a yawn there. After being sick for so long, I'm finally feeling better, but I'm exhausted as a result. There were no more items I could get there. Sad, but true. And yes, that's a Metallica song. I had one take, and now I can't Backstreet Boy it up. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm trying to be funny. I seem to be in love with dancing in lava. This area is not exactly challenging, but only now that I've gotten so much control over my controls. Okay, this is unfair. I literally start the recording and then I start getting really tired. Not before, not after, but during. Luckily, there's this insect pod, and I'll need it because I need to refill on health and ammo and stuff. But as you can see, I was hoping there would be an extra secret up there because I don't remember where all the secrets are. There's like 150 missiles in this game. Who knows where? Okay, lots of people know where all of them are. I don't. I'm not looking to 100% complete this game. Not yet. Maybe one day. And then I'll get to see Samus's boobs. That's how it works, right? You do 100% the game, and then Nintendo lets you see Samus naked. Old 16-bit boobs. No? Darn. At least, do I get her in her bikini or something? Yes? Oh, cool. Nintendo was awesome back then. Yes, they objectified women. Well, Samus, but in all honesty, I don't think she gives a crap. She gets paid for it. She'll probably just break your nose if you say anything she doesn't like. Speaking of which, originally was Samus supposed to be, well, maybe not, but it sometimes feels like Samus was meant to be more mute. And she's only taken talking roles in the more recent games. A couple of them. The smart developers seem to realize that no one really wants to hear Samus talk too much. We want her to be silent. Because she is a mute protagonist, and we're gonna feel like we're more Samus ourselves if she is mute. And now for one of the most useful tutorial sections I've ever seen. They teach you to run, and run fast, because if you don't, you die. And that right there shows you, how awesome your new running boots are. By the way, I know that there's nothing behind this wall now, and I know why I thought there was something there. I'm thinking of a different area in the game. I'm thinking it might be Brinestar, the underwater place, where there is a room kind of like that that has a secret wall. But it is not that room. This music is still kicking. I love it. So about these save rooms, we know that they're probably made by the Chozo, right? Because they seem to interface with Samus's suit, which was made by the Chozos. They also seem to be a fair bit older than the actual base that, well, Samus, or that the space bug pirates have, space bug pirate terrorists have. So I don't imagine it's the same technology. I imagine it's probably actually something else. I'm not sure what though. Unfortunately, this game just doesn't do as well with the environmental storytelling as some others. Like, well, right here is pretty cool because you can tell that it's a cave going into ruins. So that's telling you that maybe the area that has all the bubbles and stuff might be an old Chozo ruin or connected to one. That's something I hadn't thought about before. I had recently, as of today, tried out a few minutes of, oh man, what's it called? Hollow Knight? Oh, by the way, that's where the speed boost goes. Or really good area to show you how to use your boots and what they're for. And then you enter this area, which I believe this is actually space pirate tech. See, the space pirates seem to have a lot of shinier, newer technology. And I think the Chozo tech has a lot of older stuff. I also completely screwed that one up. Yeah, I thought I could maybe bomb myself up there. Unfortunately, I think that one's not possible. But I recently tried out Hollow Knight, and it was actually really amazing. I only played maybe 5-10 minutes of it because I want to save it for a Let's Play in the future, but from what I played of it, it has some amazing storytelling with the environments, and I could already tell that there was a story being told to me within minutes of playing it. And I loved that. As for all this, I've recently come under the impression that maybe the space pirates use a lot of biotechnology, sort of like they bioengineer monsters and stuff to be gateways and doors and who knows what else, but it seems like they use a lot of biotechnology, and maybe they're actually the perfect candidates to be interested in the Metroids, because that might be their deal. They might be able to study and research and whatever. Clearly, they can clone them and study them like crazy. Which always begs the question of why they're called space pirates. As far as I'm concerned, they don't act very piratey. They just seem to be, well, terrorists and maybe evil scientists. I always get the feeling that Ridley is probably one of the most intelligent villains in the game, without ever having to tell you why he's intelligent. I just get the feeling that he's really smart. Clearly, and also, if you've played Metroid Prime, the space pirates are really smart. They can do research, they got studies on biolife, all kinds of cool things. They can clone. I mean, they brought the Metroids back from extinction. So, they're clearly a highly intelligent species, or highly intelligent group. And I don't understand what their purpose is. Well, less of their purpose and more of what they're supposed to be about. Because they're not pirates. Whatever you want to call them, they don't act like pirates in any of the games I've seen. So, they've got to be something else. I mean, they're not even, like, based on Somalian pirates in real life. They're just not pirates. They're bad pirates. Also, that purple thing in the background, I was staring at that earlier when I was making these videos, and I think that might be a power conduit, or like a giant power source, like a giant generator running through the base, because it just has that slow, steady hum. But I also don't think that the area we're in right now is created by the space pirates. I believe this area is actually created by Chozo. And that might be able to be, well, that might be able to be slightly strengthened by the fact that when you look here, you see the overgrowth of plants, right? And we already know, thanks to Metroid Prime, that the Chozo had been doing experiments with plants that went out of control. Of course, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is all space pirate tech, and maybe they're the ones making the plants, but I just don't buy it. I think that these plants were made by the Chozo. Speaking of which, the pirates are always interested in Chozo ruins, right? So that leaves one to wonder, is there possibly a connection between the pirates and the Chozo? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we discovered somewhere along the road that Ridley was actually related to one of the last Chozos, and he just changed his body to be more and more dragon-like or something? Because the Chozo were bird people, so maybe being a dragon person's not too out of the realm. See Matt Pat cover that one. He won't, but it's a theory. Game theory! I am not sorry for that, even a little. Power bomb. The power bomb is actually, I would argue that it's both useful and useless at the same time. More missiles. I would argue this based solely on the fact that with the power bomb, you can get rid of all kinds of obstacles, and there's even a little obstacle course you'll see sooner or later that requires the use of the power bomb to really succeed in. But in terms of combat efficiency, the power bomb is kind of useless. It doesn't do quite enough damage to make it usable in a fight. But it does do enough damage to get rid of a bunch of little guys if you ever need to do that for some reason. Oh, and I wanted to point out earlier, those bugs on the wall, the ones you probably noticed me like pointing at when I was frozen. Yeah, those bugs are actually, they're actually one of the first times I've ever seen a video game. They were the first time I've seen a video game do environmental storytelling in such a way that I could pick it up. And as we come back through this area, which I don't know if it's mandatory, but I think we will, you'll end up seeing what those bugs are. And you'll definitely see them in other areas too, so it won't be bad. Also, look at these guys. These bugs are giant. It makes me feel like I'm playing Fallout. Not really, because Fallout's a completely different game, but Fallout does Fallout likes to have giant bugs in it as well. I'm actually really impressed that I still remember so many of the little secrets in this game to this day. Because there's a lot of them, and a lot of them are a lot more difficult to find than I thought they were. Like, originally, they must have been really hard to find, because they're not exactly obvious. But I just have a good memory for where all the ones I found are. Not necessarily how to get to all of them, but I have a good memory of them existing. I was trying to do something there that I totally failed at, which was use my flipping thing to attack them. If I recall, and it might not work in this, but you can actually damage an opponent by jumping and flipping into them. I might be completely wrong about that, but I like to think I'm not. And now we're back to the overworld with this wonderful theme song. It just gives you a sense of space adventure. You feel like you are a space hero when you hear this. And then we're going to watch me get hurt a lot as I try to get a secret. So I think I'll keep the footage in, but I'm definitely going to fast forward it because it takes forever for me to realize that I can't pull this off. Though I might not do it yet. We'll see. Never mind. I'm doing it now because I'm not smart. So I want to explain what I'm trying to do really quick before I get too far into it. You see, there's a problem where they don't even teach you this in the game. The only reason I know about how to do this, or that it's a thing, is because I watched the demo reel that plays if you leave the title screen on too long. And in it, you see the character in this area jumping and doing that. That right there. But they don't tell you how to do that in the game. They don't tell you how... They don't even tell you it's a thing that you can jump and move diagonally. They do tell you you can jump and, like, super jump with your run, your speed booster, but they do that later on. But this exact move I'm trying to do, they do not teach you how to do it in the game, and it is beyond maddening. So let's watch as I continue to fail. A quick bit of note, I am taking damage, and sizable damage, by the way. But it's not from hitting something like I originally thought. You get hurt from the super run jump thing in the first place. The movement hurts you. There we go. Finally. That took a very, very long time. Let's see. Jeez, that took a sizable amount of time. And then by the time I get up here, I'm almost dead. So I'm understandably very concerned about that. And with how difficult it is to get up here, you'd really hope that I get more than, well, more power bombs. As I said before, as far as I'm concerned, they are not that useful. I think the most use I can think of them might come from a single boss fight that is... I don't even know if it works on it. But when I get there, you're going to see me try. However, let's talk about that background really quick. Like, that watery reflection on the background is pretty cool. And, yeah. And now you can see an area that is really good for, well, it has some good items in it. So I'm going to go and get an item from there before the end of the episode, and that'll be awesome. I mean, that or I'll die, but I haven't died yet because I'm awesome. maybe I should call myself the Awesome DM because I'm so awesome. Awesome as I want to be. I'll never make that joke again. And that is a complete lie. This area here was kind of fun to discover when I did. I think I just started shooting things one day and discovered it by accident. Alright, now we're in a really difficult little area if you don't know what you're doing. Because that acid at the bottom is powerful enough to chew through the gravity suit. At least I believe it is. Maybe it's not acid that goes through the gravity suit, but I'm pretty sure it's acid that goes through the gravity suit, and you can walk through lava with the gravity suit on, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And there we go. Now I can jump. I have to jump at an angle in order to do this. Remember, I'm awesome. There's no way anything bad could happen. And that's when I realized that power bombs are probably useful here. And I'm still awesome. Oh hey, we gotta see Metroid's boobs. Samus's boobs. Yeah, it doesn't take away the pain of death. Yeah, that burns. I needed to use power bombs in that area from the beginning. So that's actually going to be it for this episode. And next episode we'll do that area and do it correctly. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.